multiple WTA tournament winner, former world number 23, a powerful voice and advocate for Ukraine. Will you please welcome Lesia Tsurenko, who is now going to address the room for 5-10 minutes. Oh, they've nicked the other microphone now. Do you want this one? Can we have the other ones? We might do a Q&A. I need that other microphone now. You take this one. One more ripple of applause, please. Lesia, thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Lesia, I'm from Ukraine and I'm a tennis player. And it's a really unusual time for me to be in London because as a tennis player, all of the tennis players, we follow like a really strict calendar. So we always know where we go, and especially with the big tournaments we follow the calendar, and one of the biggest tournaments that we have is, of course, Wimbledon, which is just an amazing tournament that every player likes, and I can say for sure that every Wimbledon was special. It's a really unusual time, and I'm really thankful for the invitation to this event, and thanks a lot also everyone who are here tonight. You know, tennis is a great sport, and it teaches you many good things, like you have to be strong, you have to be resilient, and you have to think about how to beat your opponent, how to win your match. And this is, it's about the tennis life, like you have to win. This is the main goal for everyone. But from the beginning of the war, everything changed in my life. All my goals, all my achievements, all my tennis emotions, and they were not important anymore. When the war started, I didn't know what to do. And all of my thoughts were with Ukraine, and the only thing that I wanted to do is to go back to Ukraine and to help my country. And then I had an amazing, I think, conversation with one of the ex-tennis players from Ukraine, Alex Dolgopolov, and who were on the front line at that point. And he told me, you know what? Stay on tour and just continue playing, find some goal for yourself, and donate, because this is what we really need here in Ukraine. We need help. And it was a big turning point for me, because I thought that he's right. I have to stay, and now I have to go for every match with a bigger goal. Not just to win for myself, but so yeah, this is what I wanted to say, is that for me the last few years were not about me, because in tennis it's most of the time about you.
We're not really sure where this is coming from. Everything's unplugged, and we have an alien in the room. So my apologies to those on the stage and to yourselves on the floor, but we have absolutely no idea where that's coming from. It's not through our system.
It's something we have to overcome.
We are going to try and find out what's going on. But bear with us. As you were.
But I basically said everything. It's about bigger goal for, I think for most of the Ukrainians. People in Ukraine, they do their things, but with purpose. And I really think that we should continue. Evenings like this are so important because Ukraine needs support. And I think that we can win and we can defeat the evil by being together. Yes, I'm really sorry. I'm really emotional. It's really tough to talk about these things. But anyway, thanks a lot for coming and thanks a lot for your donations. And thanks a lot for this evening, for the invitation.
Lesia, it's lovely to have you with us.
Well, Lesia, thank you very much, Lesia. Just a beautifully modest former world number 23 in women's singles. I mean, it's sort of just mind-blowing. Lesia just asked me, can I leave now? And I said, no, not quite yet. I'm singing her praises and she wants to get off the stage. This is modesty, but great sportswoman, sportsperson, and joined by her great friend, Olga. Former world 73 and 32 in doubles in the world. So that's... And they both played in some very important, amazing matches over the years. So two wonderful Ukrainian representatives of the country of Ukraine and sport. So before Lesia is allowed to leave the stage and go and have her dessert with Olga, we've got time for one or two questions. It can be on any topic. It's sport, fashion. Yes? Shopping? Yes. Ukrainian fashion. Psychology? We like to talk psychology? You said no earlier, but it's okay. Okay, lightweight psychology. Any other topics?
Yeah, thank you so much for a wonderful talk and introduction about your experience. Can you tell us what's happening about sport in Ukraine now? How do people keep fit? How do they do their normal sport? Give us a little bit of a picture of how it works.
I think it's really tough to talk about professional sport in Ukraine right now because professional sports is usually about many hours of training and about traveling for the tournaments. If we talk about tennis, it's like a lot of tournaments. So it is impossible or almost impossible, I would say, because it's still dangerous. It's dangerous everywhere. You never know if there's going to be an attack, and plus, like, you must stop your practice, you must stop your training, and you have to make sure that you are safe. So as long as I know, most of the professional sportsmen, they go abroad for the preparation. And for junior sports, also I know a lot of players in tennis and probably in other sports, they went abroad to train. Some people, they still practice in Ukraine, which is incredible. I think it's like the bravest people. But it's definitely tough because, for example, tennis, you have to prepare for a week or two and you have to go for a tournament. And traveling in Ukraine and from Ukraine is really long now. It's tiring, so it's not like the best way for the sportsman. So it is definitely hard. I know that many countries are helping us hosting sportsmen in different sports. And I think this is how Ukrainian sport will survive. I'm quite sure that there will be problems in the future because maybe potentially there could be more people, more kids starting some sports. So we will see. Hopefully with the help of other countries we keep a generation and next generation of sportsmen.
Good question. Any more questions? If you put your hand in the air, I will come to you. I'm on my way to the front now.
Hi, thank you so much for your kind words. And my name is Maria Springis, and I'm a documentary filmmaker. And for me, doing documentaries about Ukraine and just showcase around the world, I have a question. What can you tell me? What the moment of your career since 2022 you would like to showcase to the worldwide audience? The toughest moment. Thank you.
What a question. I would say I had a great moment at Wimbledon, by the way. I played the longest tiebreak in the history of Wimbledon. That was one of the longest, probably the longest match in my life. Was one of the toughest physically and mentally. And physically, I think I played against Anna Bogdan from Romania, and I think we were both struggling with some kind of headache because, you know, in London the weather can change so quickly, and a day before it was cold and raining, and then it was like very hot. So we were both struggling, and I don't think that was the best quality match. But it was definitely like a big fight, and we pushed each other to the limit. And I realized at some point like that, not like I can't even explain. Like it wasn't the stadium was watching our match, but like almost the whole side of Wimbledon was watching our match. And I know that people in the locker rooms were also watching it on the TV because it was so long, and I think the tiebreak was 2018. I won it, and I had no energy. Even at the match point, I had no energy. I don't know how I won that match, and it was definitely special.
One more question? One more? Any more?
I've found one in the middle. I shall come up because it's a lot nicer when everyone can hear the question and then they understand the answer. Young man.
Apart from friends and family in Ukraine, what aspects of life in your own home country or things do you miss most now that you're here?
I miss everything. Before the full-scale invasion, I lived in Kiev, and people were asking me like, what is the best place in the world, and I was always saying that it's Kiev because I love it very much, and I had to move because of what I said before, that being a tennis player you have to travel a lot, so it's almost impossible to be on the tour and be in Kiev, unfortunately. What I love about Kiev, food, restaurants, places that I can go. I love Ukrainian brands. I love beauty salons. So
you don't need them.
Yes, but everything about Kiev, everything about the service that you can get in Kiev as a woman, as a sportsman also. It's Kiev is still the capital of Ukraine, but it's not so big. So it's quite easy to get to the courts, to your home, to your physio, to your fitness trainer. It's very convenient. It's quite small, not too much traffic. So that's why I love Kiev, and I go there very often now. I go like every month or every 2 months to Kiev, and it's like a Disneyland for me. I go and I just do all my things and enjoy every day, but the key now, you have to be safe. So you have to do everything what you want, but you have to stay safe. You have to follow to the shelter if you have to, and it's #1 rule for me. So my security, my safety is priority, and I hope for everyone else too.
I think, is there another question? We've got time for one more. Either table 7, I think. Oh, okay, I've got one. Table 6. Not waiting. Got too much to get on. We're going to come over table 6. We're arguing, and we're going to come to this young man on table 6.
Thank you very much for your talk. What's the best lesson you've learned from a win or a loss playing tennis? It's deep.
First of all, it's not important. Like, it shouldn't be a question of living or dying, you know, because for some people, when you lose a match, it's almost like you get so upset, you wanna quit tennis, you feel so bad, and you don't wanna come back. Then, of course, you feel much better again in a few days. You have to fight. That's probably the key for the match. No matter what happens, you have to fight, because you never know what can happen. And you can win in any scenario, like even if you're like really, if everything is really bad in your match, you can win. Because tennis gives you a lot of chances, so you have to keep trying. But as I said before, it's so hard for me to talk right now about the importance of winning or losing, because you feel that it's just not important anymore. The best thing is to do something good for other people, honestly. I really believe in it.
Is there one more? We can do some good by raising lots of funds in